But the big thing is we're all going to wind up spending some time in the wind field. We're also going to spend or have problems with the possibility of tornadoes. Those people who will have to deal with the highest winds between 75 and probably 120 miles per hour will be those under where the center of circulation crosses land and then moves north and eastward across the area. The storm is still very dangerous. Max winds are 110 miles an hour right now. It is a Category 2 hurricane. It is forecast to be a Category 3 with 115 mile an hour winds in that 8 p.m. forecast position on top of Tampa Bay as it reaches the area. The storm surge is expected to be 10 to 14 feet at the location and to the south of where the storm makes landfall. The storm surge is expected to be 6 to 9 feet in the backwash north of where the storm makes landfall. The storm might go inland a little further to the east of where we have it plotted. It might go inland just a little bit further to the west or just a little bit north. The average error in a 12-hour forecast is on the order of 40 to 50 miles. That may change storm surge heights at specific locations. But it will not change the fact that we're all going to be in the wind field. We're all going to have to be dealing with rain. We're also going to have to possibly be dealing with tornadoes. And there will be a 2 to 3 hour period, probably starting at around 6 or 6:30 tonight and going through 9 or 9:30 tonight, when the center of the storm is passing over us and the winds are the highest, where we'll need to be hunkering down, taking cover in a safe room. Now, I'm not sure that the wind speed is going to be extremely high uniformly over the area. It is only going to be extremely high near where the center makes landfall and where it goes. It's going to initially start out near the coastline, but some of those extremely high winds may be carried inland as well, so you'll have to keep that in mind. Residents of interior counties such as Polk and Highlands, DeSoto, Hardy, Sumter, Lake, Marion counties, you'll have to deal with high hurricane force winds as well, particularly if the storm moves inland prior to reaching the mouth of Tampa Bay. The southern counties will have to deal with that more, and particularly inland locations of Sarasota and Manatee County as well. Again, the storm is on its forecast path at 11 a.m. It is 145 miles south of Sarasota. It is in the process of moving northward at 18 miles per hour. We'll have about a 12-hour period where there will be gusty winds. The strongest winds will be taking place in the areas of the strong rain bands, because as the rain comes to the ground, it will be taking most of the strongest winds aloft that are missing the friction layer and bring that down. So the gustiest winds will be falling in the rain bands, and it will become very squally from time to time. Once that tropical storm force wind field moves through, then we'll wait for the higher wind speeds, wait to see where the landfall does take place and where the highest storm surges will be. There's every potential for at least a billion-dollar hurricane with Hurricane Charley as the storm moves along and onshore along the west coast of Florida, coming up later this afternoon into the evening hours. The wind speeds are going to be picking up during the afternoon hours as well. Reg, Heather?
And Fletch, we keep hearing comparisons about the 1921 Category 2 hurricane, but that's really apples to oranges considering that there were only about 170,000 people in the Bay Area at that time.
Yes, that's true. As a matter of fact, I just had to see what was beeping on my machine over there. 170,000 people were the total occupants of the Tampa Bay metropolitan area in 1921. 8 people died in that hurricane. There was widespread devastation along coastal communities and also along the waterfront inside Tampa Bay, both along Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa and near downtown St. Petersburg and the area around the pier. In fact, it was a streetcar track or streetcar line that ran down, I believe, Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa that was literally destroyed by the hurricane in 1921, and that was with a 10-foot storm surge. We're talking about the possibility of a 13 to 14-foot storm surge with Hurricane Charley as the storm moves onshore.
Okay, Fletch, we'll go ahead and we'll let you check out whatever it is alert that you have over there.
All right, we're, I believe right now we're still planning on making our evacuation out of here, but we're going to hang on for just a few more minutes. Let's check in with Rebecca Clark. I believe she's live for us in St. Petersburg at Sexton Elementary, a shelter there. Rebecca, are you there? What do you have for us?
Hi, Reg and Heather. We are here. In the past couple of hours, we've had hundreds of people